Hi guys. Time to make our second vlog, serious vlog, the actual sit-down Q&A style vlog. You always laugh at me as soon as the camera turns on. So here's the thing. After our first Q&A video, we have collected a few more Q's from yous.
How is our vlogging process going?
So I think the vlogging's actually been going really well. We've been easily able to get enough footage, getting the videos edited, and I think they're actually pretty decent. There's a lot that kind of happens between the two of us. We do a lot of stuff apparently, way more than I actually anticipated looking like, so I think vlogging's going good. I've
been doing most of it.
Well, I mean, if you look at the edited vlogs, yes, they're probably like 60-70% you. But it's not completely lopsided where it's like a 90-10 split. I have been getting clips. It's just, I get clips really late at night, really early in the morning.
I'm not blaming him because he's at work and everything, but the vlogging and editing process for me has been going pretty good.
Yeah.
It's actually like, I anticipated it to be a lot more stressful than it really is. Because I just basically, it's just kind of like my morning routine to sit down and work on the vlog for tonight. Or the vlog for tomorrow.
It's the one that goes up tomorrow.
Question number 2 is why we switched from the weekly vlogs to the daily vlogs.
This is an interesting question, as a matter of fact. I told her that I was thinking a normal video would probably last about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, 20 at the high end of things. And I said, I think we could do one video every week where we just get a couple clips of the cool stuff that we do throughout the week, and that would be it. That would be enough. We'd be able to get plenty. I handed her the camera, the cheap one at the time, and I said, while I'm gone at work, get some clips. And by the time I came back, she had 20 minutes of footage already. She handed me the camera and said, your turn. And I finished the first clip and she said, that's it? Like I was supposed to have done a half hour's worth of video right then. So I looked at how much footage she had gotten the first day and I said, there's no way I can edit this down. This by itself is a whole video. Put a couple clips of me, one clip just to show I'm still alive at the end of the thing, and we're done. So I asked her whether we wanted to switch to 3 days a week, 2 days a week, or something. And I told her, I said, honestly, we have enough to do daily videos, but that's a lot more work than I can take with my work schedule over the next couple of weeks. So she said, well, if you teach me how to edit and upload the stuff, I'll do it. I think it's great. So we switched to dailies because we had so much footage that we just couldn't do anything else with it. It was either cut it or make more videos.
Or stop making videos altogether because we couldn't make a decision.
Or panic and run around.
Question number 3 is our friend's reaction.
I need to hear yours first.
Okay. The only person that I've really shown and told and has actually already been in the vlogs is my best friend Jolie. And the first time I told her that I was vlogging, she was like, okay, so when you're YouTube famous, does that mean I'll become famous? And I was like, I don't know. But the first time I ever got her in the vlog, she was so awkward.
She panicked.
She panicked. She was like, I'm talking to a camera.
I was editing that for like 20 minutes trying to make her not look so nervous.
She wouldn't look at the camera. She's talking over here. I think over time it's going to become as normal to her as it is to us. It's actually kind of cool now because I actually went out and hung out with Jolie and her friend tonight, and I turned the camera on him and he was like, I want to be in your vlog. So people are starting to realize that
it's a thing.
It's a thing now.
You can watch it later. It's not just something we do right then. It's a moment that is taken and placed to where you can see it. Every one of my friends has had this, okay, that's neat, until you turn on a camera. And then they're like, oh, I don't really want to do this. Everyone gets nervous around the camera. As if you guys are going to judge so harshly.
My first time, though, in front of a camera, it was 25 minutes of me being like, okay.
Our first Friday video.
Okay. I can do this. And then I start laughing as soon as he hits record.
10 minutes into the video, she was just staring at the camera, smiling and laughing. And I said, you need to calm down.
Our family's reaction, you first.
My family's reaction to us doing YouTube. Daily videos. It was one thing when I told them, hey guys, I wanted to do YouTube by myself. They said, oh yeah, we're super supportive of that. You're funny, you do cool stuff that you can take other people along with on these videos. When they saw a couple of videos of what I'm actually doing day to day, what the vlogs look like, they pretty much said, oh, that's really cool. That's kind of what we expected them to be. But there are certain things in my life that they're not a huge fan of. Sharing things like the fact that Katie and I are together a lot when I'm not at work. When I met Katie, I knew that I was falling in love with her, and I didn't want to spend a second away from her. And you could say that's just the early part of the relationship, and eventually it's going to wear off and I'm going to get really frustrated with her and just want my free time. But the way my family has reacted to a couple of the clips where we're just always together has been a little bit negative. They try to suggest that we make it a little less intense. But this is really who we are, honestly. We do like to spend time together. We do like just waking up next to each other. I like having her here when I come home from work, just to vent to say all the things that happened that day that I can't believe I have to put up with. It's nice, and if I have to tone it down for someone else, then it's not real.
My family's reaction. The only part of my family that really knows that I've actually talked to about it is my mom. And I remember a couple weeks before we actually started doing the vlogging, she was completely against it. Because she is very anti, like, people basically like sharing everything about their lives on the internet and posting, eating cereal, going to take a shower, just like every single part of their day. And I don't really know what she expected, but as soon as I showed her our first vlog together, she was like, this is so good.
It's adorable.
This is so cute. You guys are so cute. And that's kind of what everyone's basically been saying about us, is we're like this. People look at us and they're just like, you guys are smotheringly cute. Someone said that. Question number 5 are our plans for the future.
I think we're gonna keep vlogging every day.
The thing about doing like daily vlogs is it's not just turning on a camera and staring at it and talking about whatever. It's a job.
If it only took like 3 minutes,
process.
4 minutes a day, everyone would be doing it. No, it takes like 3 hours, 4, up to like 8 hours. That first video legitimately took probably 8 hours to finish. Since then, we've gotten it narrowed down. But by the time that the video is actually done and exported, from the time we get it uploaded to YouTube to the time that we're actually done with that one video is still probably 45 minutes. Once we share it on Facebook, once we finish all the annotations on the end, it's a long process.
My editing today for the video that we did yesterday, all the footage from yesterday, I started at 11 o'clock in the morning and I ended at 6.
That's a solid 7 hours.
That's how long it took to edit, make sure everything is seamless, make sure nothing's too confusing. It took a good 7 hours. It was like a full work day. So we got asked a couple questions by people who have watched our first video. So we were asked by a couple different people. I don't have names. I didn't think that would be good.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
If you asked us a question and your question is in here, you know who you are.
And you're about to be answered.
And if you didn't ask us a question, please do it for next time so we have more things to talk about.
Yes.
Just make sure you watch all of our videos so you might not ask a question we've already answered.
Yeah. Number 1. As children, what was your favorite cartoon character?
If you watch Tailspin, the little kid who used to surf behind the airplanes, if you watch Tailspin, you know who I'm talking about. That was a pretty sweet kid with the like backwards hat, and he was surfing around on some weird little just wing, like a single wing thing. I don't know. Whatever. That was probably
That was your favorite.
That was my favorite cartoon character.
I would choose Ariel because I always wanted to be a mermaid because I love to swim. He knows that. But I always wanted to be a mermaid when I grew up.
She almost killed me one time.
I did not.
No, she loves swimming. I'm not such a huge fan of it because I have asthma, and about halfway through swimming out to an island, I can't breathe. It's not that I can't swim, I can't breathe. I was able to float.
I was like there and back, and he's like back paddling. My grandma's like, Katie, are you killing your friend? It's like, no, he's okay.
I was just relaxing and enjoying the beautiful day we were having.
He's trying to backstroke back to camp, and he's like going the wrong way. We're not gonna do that anymore, because I think he may die.
So yes, she likes Ariel. I, on the other hand, would be something that was on the ground.
You both have been given $100. What would you use it for?
Right now, paying off my credit card. If it was no debt, no nothing, and you just get $100, what would you do with it? Buy a part for my camera or my computer.
Same here.
Yeah, we're twins.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
And then, knowing us, we would combine it, $200, and then get something even better for both of us.
One good thing. If we were only given $100 between the two of us, we'd buy one part that was $100.
And probably still share.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3. You each must fix your idea of a special dinner.
Oh man.
What would it be?
Tell them what one of the first meals I made for you was. What's been the best meal I made for you?
The baked zucchini. Was it baked zucchini?
Fried zucchini.
No, it was baked zucchini.
It was breaded zucchini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. I had never had zucchini. And he's like, I'm gonna make you dinner. And that was the first time his mom found out who I was. Because he called for the recipe from her, and he was like, I'm making dinner. And then what else?
And she goes, for you or for you and someone else? And I said, and someone else.
So what would you make me now? Or is that it?
If it was something where it was like, what, if I had to fix
if you could make anything special for me.
Dinner, honestly,
yeah.
I have a glazed steak, twice baked deviled potato, and caramelized carrot recipe. It's saved somewhere on my computer, and I tell you, it was one of the best meals I've ever eaten. If I was gonna make you a special meal, it'd be steak, potatoes, and carrots.
If I were to make something, I was gonna say steak, but he said steak.
It's delicious.
Steak is good, but I would make him chicken Alfredo from scratch. I have done it, like making the noodles and everything. And it was so good.
It was really good.
Making the noodles from scratch, making the sauce from scratch. Obviously, I'm not gonna go slaughter a chicken myself. I'll go get that myself from the store. But everything else was homemade. Number 4, name one real person in your life who has had the most influence on you and why.
So the person that's influenced me the most, or someone that I remember sticking out to me in my head, in my past growing up, was I had a youth pastor when I was about 12 years old. His name was Scott, and he was just this goofy guy. He would always mess around with us. The songs that we played in his youth group, I still remember today. I can still sing you from beginning to end because they were just ridiculous. But they told a Bible story or a good lesson or something like that. And it made it fun to feel like you were a Christian. And it wasn't something that was just about following a set of rules or being a good person. It was something like we can get together with a couple different people and just have fun and just, realize that we don't need drugs, we don't need just any destructively bad behaviors in our lives.
The most influential person that I actually had in my life, would probably be my cello teacher.
I knew it.
Well, when I graduated from high school, they give you a rose. And you're supposed to give this rose to someone who made a huge impact in your life. And as soon as I got that rose, I knew I was going to give it to her. But she has taken me from a really bad point in my life where I didn't really know where I was going to go. And she made it kind of worth being here with music. And that's why music is such a big part of my life to this day. And without it, I don't really know where I'd be. We're still super close today. We play in the same symphony together. It's so weird having started playing cello and now I'm stand partners with her. So she's had my back through everything, and she's taught me one of the best things I have in my life. If you had to reread one book once a year for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Okay, if I only got one book to read, it would be Ender's Game. The first time I read that book, I actually felt like I connected with the character Ender because of how much he had to go through and how much pressure people put on him to be awesome because they knew he already was. To be a leader, to be confident, even when you didn't feel confident, you had to give confidence to others.
If I had to reread one book, I would choose Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls. I'm not really going to go into details about what it's about, but that book had a huge impact on me. And I would definitely read that over and over and over because I have. I think I've read it 5 times. It never gets old. It's so good. Favorite boy and girl baby names, first and middle.
We were watching a movie that I had rented.
No, it was a commercial.
Was there the commercial for
Saw
the
a
movie?
commercial,
I
yeah.
thought we were watching the movie and it showed like the ad for it at the beginning. Well, I rented one movie and I told her, I was going to rent this other movie. And it had Liam Neeson in it. And she said, that's right. I wanted to name my kid Liam, but his name would actually be William. You'd call him Liam all the time, but his name's William. And I literally had to get up and walk away. I had to leave her for a second because I told my mom something like 2 years ago that's exactly what I wanted to name my kid. William, my son I should say, William, but his name would be Liam. That's how everyone would know him. And then I told her, what about a girl? If you had a girl now, what would you name her? And I said, my thought was the name Aria, which is actually translated into like a wind or a very soft song. So it means wind song. She said that was one of the names she had already thought for Charlotte.
It was a top 3 for Charlie. It was Charlotte, Scarlett, or Aria. And we chose Charlotte.
So it's just creepy how the name that I wanted was something she was already thinking about using. And the name that she wanted was one that I had already chosen. The middle names was something we talked about a little bit more. But then when we said them out loud, they just make sense.
So
my middle name is Andrew. And that's one of the reasons why I like Ender's Game, is because Ender is another form of Andrew. His name is actually Andrew in the book. Everyone calls him Ender. So I told her about that, and she said, William Ender Nichols. And I about lost it right there, too. We talked about the girl's middle name, and she told me, I think it was even just this morning or yesterday morning.
yeah.
She said, what if we named a daughter, Aria, Elizabeth? Elizabeth is my mother and my sister's middle name.
And I wish it was my middle name. I
She
love the
wants
name
it.
Elizabeth.
So we would be able to keep it in the family, so to speak, and use the names that we both like. So, William Ender or William Andrew and Aria Elizabeth. So I know that we've done a couple videos now, and you've probably seen one or two, or maybe it's 5 years from when this video was made and you've watched every single one so far. Thank you. And you're crazy.
We're pretty crazy too.
Yeah. Welcome to the club. But if you haven't, and say this is the first video you've ever seen, if you enjoy kind of watching us and getting to know us a little bit better, there are more than just YouTube and comments to interact with us in. Please check out our other stuff. You know, what is that? Connect with us, follow us on Twitter and Instagram to get more updates. And Facebook is a good way to interact. If you have questions for our next video, please post them on Facebook, because that'll be the easiest way. We'll both get notifications on our cell phones that somebody is posting to us. So.
And we have a sit-down vlog every single Friday to answer specifically what you guys ask us and just talk about how our week summed up has been. Alright guys, so make sure you check us out on all of our different platforms. We post on pretty much everything every single day. So there's no way you're gonna miss an update or anything like that. But every single day there's gonna be something new.
Yep. So make sure you check all of them.
Yeah.
Because you definitely like us that much.
Yeah.
And that's all we've got for you this week. Come back next week or tomorrow to see a different video. And to learn more, hang out a little bit more.
Yep.
Just like that.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Can I just point out how ridiculous it feels to be wearing this nice sweater with these basketball shorts? And I mean, like, this is my view right now. Winter pajamas. But up here,
we look presentable.
like newscasters, right?
They must wear pajamas underneath the desk. They have to. When they wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to go talk about the weather, they're wearing pajamas.
You know
They're
it.
so wearing pajamas.